Is your top coat brush becoming hard, stiff, tough to work with? Is it leaving unsightly streaks on your otherwise perfect nails? Fear not, for I have the essential tips you're looking for. Hello! Did you like the cheesy intro? I think I should have been a used car salesman in a previous life. It's not raining. I'm making a nail video and it's not raining. To business. The issue of brushes going hard seems to be quite a common one, and I have definitely been through it. So I've googled myself to death and I've got a few bits of my own, and this is not only a routine to stop your brushes going hard, but it also stops any contamination, so bits of powder getting into your bottles. And nothing's perfect, but it's working really well for me, so here we go. I'm using my Sassy Saints stuff today, but this hard brush business has happened with all of the liquids that I've used, whether it was lavender violets or these, to be honest. All the links to everything that I use will be down below. And don't forget, you can get yourself £10 off a kit from Sassy Saints if you use my code, and who wouldn't want that? So I have a cotton tissue, and these are actually facial tissues. You could use kitchen towel. I just like using these because they're a little bit thicker and they stay together when they're wet. We've also got some lint-free wipes, and I'll grab this nail that I have prepared, and just for the sake of the demonstration I'm using Teal Temptress. So here's our base it. I'm not going to go too deep on the general process, this just is about looking after your brushes and cleaning them properly. Now there's nothing on this nail right now, so there's nothing to contaminate. Something else I've started doing is when I'm brushing off excess powder, I make sure I do it over a bin or on a separate cotton tissue. So instead of going straight back in here, just give it a little clockwise, anti-clockwise. You can also, I've not got enough hands here. This is double folded, so if you just press it down and then just give it a gentle little wipe, it just prevents getting powder in there. I'm not really concentrating too much about the quality of what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to show you the steps that I use to prevent contamination. So basically every time your basic brush comes into contact with powder on the nail, just make sure that you're wiping it afterwards. So it doesn't matter how many layers of dip you decide to do, just make sure you wipe it after before putting it back in the bottle. And then I leave it 2 minutes before putting the activator on. Right, the nail, she is scruffy, but we're not here for that. This is just some top tips. So activate it. I always try and get as much as I can on the brush, and then really use every little bit, all the open edges. I know obviously this is a tip, it's not your natural nail, you won't be able to go around the back, will you? And then again, just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And then this is easier when you're not filming it, obviously. Just give it a little wipe in between, back in, leave that for a minute, and then your second coat of activator. Again, get as much as you can into the brush and all over. Now I will leave this for 2 minutes. Then this is where, if you're unhappy with the shape, you can file it and then do another layer of activate it, but I'm not bothering with that. Now the tip here, when you've finished activating and filing, is to run it under a tap for a moment. No soap, don't wash your hands, just water. So freshly rinsed under the tap, and then this is where you can take your lint-free wipe and just gently absorb that water. Oh, I think this is the scruffiest nail I've ever done. Okay, lovely and dry. It's been left for a few minutes. Now this bit I'm going to explain before I do it. So this is with the top edge, your top layer. Now what you're going to do, you're going to do your first layer of top layer, but you're only going to go into the bottle once. So you're going to take it out of the bottle and you're going to do a quick 1, 2, 3, wipe, put the brush away. Now if you miss a little bit, it's fine. This is just getting most of the nail covered. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. You'll have the whole nail covered. But the important bit with this first layer of top layer is you're not spending more time on the nail with the brush than you need. So I will demonstrate this now. Okay. I think I've started getting cramp in my hand from holding these little things. I've also been experimenting with an e-file because using a normal file I've been getting cramp in my hand as well. Right, okay, shut up. Enough waffling. Right. Not too much. This is a big nail, so I do need a bit. Right. And then you're just gonna go 1, 2, 3 and then away. 1, 2, turn it round, 3, put your nail down, and then your little squigglies. Always nice and gentle, you don't want to damage the brush. And then, I can't separate my cloth, just give it a little wipe, and then put it away. And then leave this for 2 minutes. Stop sticking to my finger, you little. So different powders, different liquids can work differently, but I have found so far this system works perfectly for me and I've not had any problems with my brushes at all. So now when we go in for our second top coat layer, you can be a bit more normal with it. You don't have to rush, you don't have to try and get off as quickly as possible because you've already got the barrier of the first layer of top coat. So you can do this one more slowly, more gently, making sure you do a good job. And there we go. Nice soft brush. Nice glossy nail, no horrible streaks. Still give it a little 1, 2, 1, 2. Fold it over, little wipe. And you shouldn't have like loads of product that you're putting on the cotton tissue anyway. If you are, then I would say you're picking up too much top coat anyway. Where's the nail I did before? Right, this is the one. The pink one that I did with the knobbly brush that is probably in the thumbnail perhaps, and you can see how streaky that's got trying to use that brush, and this one's much nicer and glossier. So I hope you found this informative, and if you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. I have a beauty playlist and a dip nails playlist for your viewing pleasure. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye.